Alright. Alright, well, welcome back to the Naebotical Naebot. Oh. I went around and got a couple of things, like a bunch of a few. And as I was exploring, discovering this and this fire over here, I discovered this fire over here, and look, there's a quest. I was so shocked. I was like, another quest hidden in the barren wasteland. Wow. There's a lot of body machines here.
I see someone.
Oh, hi. Excuse me, I want to loot your stuff. What's a Banuk doing out here? Look, Banuk.
Tribal girl. You're a hunter. Machine hunter. I can smell it on you. Their oils and fluids. Oh, your hands are stained. Can I just scent your fingers?
What?
No.
Yeah, no.
No, of course not. No. Forgive me. In my head, it's addled. Heavy with the taste of metal and lightning and prophecy.
Sure.
Do you dream of the metal world, Huntress? That's what you, Nora, call it.
The ancient world?
Yes, you've almost touched it. You hunt the machines, strip the parts, reach into their guts, let the sacred fluids run out, spilling away into the earth, wasted. Open your mouth to insight. Drink up. That's what I did. I'm Bryn.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Are you okay?
Those wounds. A sawtooth gave them to you on the hunt, didn't it?
Oh, not just any sawtooth, not just a hunt. I was low, quiet in the long grass, spear at the ready to bring it down. Then, the scent, the taste of its blood overcame me. I pounced, wrestled it down, bit into it. Oh, so close. A shiver through my teeth as they ground along the wires. But its teeth won out.
You're lucky to be alive, I think.
No kidding.
Until
Hi,
the
Mom.
wounds mend, flower into scars. Only my mind.
Glad you could make it.
Wonder. But why not trade, Huntress? You bring me the blood. I tell you what it reveals.
Are you sure it's not
You really drink the blood of
really
machines?
messed up?
I heard tales of a tribe from the land where the sun goes at night. They were a suckle from the machines. No, it's true. Took wisdom and strength from it. Drew closer to them. Then the tales go dark. A whole tribe disappeared.
Probably dead.
Maybe because they all died?
I'm thinking
Drinking
like
machine
the oil.
blood can't be good for you.
Yeah, what she
First
said.
it made me sick.
Yeah.
Then came the visions. For days and nights.
Oh, you're
Machine
high.
Dreams,
That's what it is. You're high.
Huntress.
You're not okay. You're not okay, sir. I'm thinking like oil, whatever fluid they use to keep the machines alive, because like that.
You're Banuk. Is this normal for your tribe?
My tribe. No tribe! The other shamans said, you've drunk in the machine spirit's madness, they said. This is not the way of things. Stripped me out on the ice and left me to die. Said, that's the way of things. Cold, unending.
They cast you out. But you survived.
Perhaps. I remember the chill pressed in slow, spear-tipped. Tall necks gathering their great dark heads over me like a garland. Then I was walking again, walking back to my once tribe. To return is to be forgiven. But I kept walking. No one stopped me.
These dreams you have.
Oh, you're curious. Good. It'll give you a long life. I wish that for you. That's my blessing. Now we're sworn, I'll tell you how the visions began. All is silence. The sky is dark. I gather up the world and peel it back, expose the ancient metal beneath, like skinning a rabbit. It's warm to the touch, warm as the sun. Pressed against it, I feel sound. My heartbeat is the thunder of titans rising. Machines bigger than mountains, stronger too. The metal world carried on their shoulders.
I'm not sure I like these visions of yours.
They're an answer. But to what questions? I must know. I'll share.
That's okay. You don't.
It's been interesting, but I should be on my way.
Roam far, Huntress. And remember, the blood is precious. To me. Yes. Good hunting at the Ridge of Vales. If you fell a sawtooth, bring me what spills, won't you? Not enough metal in the rainwater. Not for my taste.
Or maybe too much.
Wait, I'm actually going to do this? I don't feel like I should be enabling this. The guy's gone bonkers off of machine fluid that's messed with his brain. His brain! Like, I'm pretty darn certain this is your bad idea. There's sawtooth around. In fact, aren't those sawtooths? No, that's a ravager. That's also a ravager. There's a sawtooth. Oh, pardon. Go get 'em, tiny watchers. Do your best. I don't believe in you, you suck.
Come on. He says
Sawtooth.
the blood is precious.
Blood.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Elisa. I really don't think I should be enabling this guy. This is
Okay. They're heading back.
Ah. 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 This is not okay. Shut up, Gwen Talk. I'm busy. Ah, why are there so many of you? No, I just want to do my quest. Coming to get me.
I dropped it!
Alright. What? How is he like my boyfriend? I'm so confused by that question.
Ah,
Now this guy's just insane.
You've brought me the blood of the sawtooth. Yes, I smelled it a hill away.
Don't make me regret it.
Wait here. It takes time, and the visions are strong. No matter what you hear, what screams, keep your distance.
Starting to regret it.
I do all sorts of things for all sorts of guys in this game. This is not love.
Before the time of the sawtooth, the machines ran as one pack. Metal drumming on metal, keeping pace out to the lightning's edge. The rumble of low storms, that's them in motion. And then, a confusion. Something has changed. The great direction breaks, splits off like a dead branch. They're tumbling now. When they recover, violence is what they know. Now, metal screeches on metal. A death dance, learned from wars before our eyes had learned to see. The sawtooth, the ravager, they hunt in the long shadows of others. Jagged shapes, old shapes with bloody eyes. And the machines no longer rise and swell as one thing, an all thing.
You're quite the storyteller. But what's it mean?
Oh, meaning is not for me to say. Only what I saw.
And you saw all that?
Yes. Doesn't it make you wonder? The machines that drive other machines mad. Corruptors. It's their venom I must taste next.
Do you have any idea what that could do to you? Oh, you've drunk it before, of course you have.
I found fallen ones on coiled canyons, cliffs. Under the sun, it boiled inside them. The vapor. Intoxicating.
Are we done? Oh, thank goodness we're done. Alright, bye. Just... Wait a minute, no! I have to gather corrupted... I have to do... No, we're not done! Mom! This is not okay! You're giving a very strange impression here, Mom. I guess we'll get back to the main storyline in a little bit, but I gotta do this first, alright? I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed on a number of levels. It's fine, it's fine. We don't need to worry about that precious snowy lights. No! Oh, it's you. That's fine. There's a big old tank.
Ugh, the stink.
I have a fire there. How have I not discovered it? Yeah, I walked straight past it. I want to go here real quick. Discover this place. Have you discovered it? What do you mean gate discovered? I swear it forgets places that I discovered already. I'm pretty sure it does. Salty. There's a reason why this guy's in the back corner of the world. No one else will find him. Okay. I don't want to do this no more. Please,
So
no
did you
more.
smell this blood coming? It stinks.
The richest is not always the sweetest, Huntress. In the jungles of the Jewel, a fruit grows, but reeks of spoiled meat. Taste it, though, honey to the tongue.
How? Ah, no!
No. This is disgusting. These corruptors never belonged to the herds. They crawled from beneath desert or rust from the bones of old machines. Sickness to spread. That's how they came. Cold metal runs hot, buckles with thorn cuts and tail stings. A fever of obedience.
Beyond weird.
My ears are ringing. I grasp at my tongue. An ingot falls out, stamped with circles and lines. Directions, instructions to break a machine's will. I heard the metal screaming, Huntress. I leave the ingot where it falls. This isn't for us to know. Corruptor after corruptor tramples it in their greedy tread.
That is how they work. Kind of. How do you know these things?
It's not what I know, Huntress. It's what the blood knows. Am I the singer or the song?
I don't know what you are. Maybe get some rest.
No rest when there's unknown journeys to prepare for. Do you know of the hidden machines that
No!
keep men deep in the Jewel?
No!
Yes, I know of them. Oh. Stalker blood next?
No!
Sure. Why not?
I'm an enabler! My skin is crawling. This is awful. Oh, shivers. I mean, yeah, his prophecies are absolutely accurate, but that's not the point. Mom, you're terrible. I do not feel right. I don't feel right. Just imagine him drinking machine fluids. It's not form of druggie. I know dang well, I'm sure there's people today that do it, you know, before they die. How is this guy still alive? Hi guys, I'm just gonna march right through your entire little thing. No! No! Oh no! Oh, there's a flower in here somewhere! Y'all excuse me, I gotta search for the flower. I do appreciate it. These herds have it's like a system to them. If you run through them, there's going to be one or two that will attack you, and it's kind of similar to how the herds work usually, when you think about it. I've been noticed! I deserve that.
There should be enough fluid. These things are hard to catch.
It was. I mean, I don't think so. Oh, I'm gonna climb up here because I think the flower that I need is up top. Oh! Ow! I mean, I know I killed your brethren. I killed your brethren. That's beside the point. Y'all go away. I'm busy. Thank you. I'm sorry, merchant. Why haven't you been writing the 4th book, or 5th book? Which is the 5th book. Well, why not? Get a move on. Running out of wire, though. My goodness. You need to learn to multitask, Letha. Are you sure? I'm sure you can do it. Oh my gosh. Skip crawl. What do you mean 3 for that first before doing anything else? Aren't you only working on 2? Or like... How many are you planning on doing for the Castle series? Okay. That says 12. Well, I think the joy in that book might die out before 12, but I would say 3 to 4 books might be okay. Maybe 5. do a lot with the hidden level series, though. There's a lot of ways you can spin that off. Can I save now? Thank you. I don't want to try doing it again.
It's a clever trick they have, but no need to see what you can scent. This blood is sharp, Huntress. Flint sharp. The last time I took it into me, they say I slept the sleep of death and sweated dark oil.
You know, that's disgusting.
All right. Try not to die.
I even had a
A stalker.
Wow, really?
Watching us. Watched by us. In red eyes, I thought to see ourselves
Yes!
reflected.
I've been giving him the machine
They were dull
fluids.
and set with a purpose precise from their machine mother foundries. They prey. They will not flinch. They are indifferent to the wild. They are final.
I know!
They are weapons, that's all. My heart drops. Why look for understanding in the axe the moment before it splits your skull? No. No, there's more. The axe does not remember its smelting. These machines do, and pine for the metal world.
It's hard to know what to make of you.
Then open my mouth and look inside. A cave of echoes and memory, but not my own.
I mean, you're tough-skinned. I'll give you that. Especially on the inside.
Especially on the
I
inside.
first drank at the spring of a fallen thunderjaw. The cables cried out like waterbirds. But felling giants is short work for you.
Trying to appeal to my pride?
No. To inevitability, Huntress. The tremor of their tread. Can you feel it?
Do I have to get
Tugging
another
you
one?
to the eastern valleys.
So a Thunderjaw next, huh?
No!
Of course.
I'm done with this quest! I don't want to do it. I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. Why? This is not okay. This is not okay. I have so many problems with this. So many. I cannot fathom how he isn't dead at this point. He's just been feeding off of the machine fluid. I don't know what fluid runs through the machines. It's gotta be oil-like and stuff. I mean, you see his teeth? His teeth! But it's like pretty much it.
Getting soaked from melted snow.
Where's long grass? Long grass! Oh, crap. It's not over here. Where's long grass? There's no long grass around here.
I can still get the upper hand.
Never mind! I did my darndest! Alright, I need to go. Ah! What are you doing here? Ah! Knock it off. Oh, no, not you too. I'm not gonna waste this gun on you.
Enough blood in this beast for Bren to set up camp inside it. There's a disturbing thought.
Oh my gosh, that was a disturbing thought, Aloy! Why would you say that? Oh, there's it. Is he gonna die in this? He's got it. This is impossible. This is impossible. How is he alive? Oh, my ear itches. This is incredible, is what this is. I don't want to do it. I gotta steel myself for this.
I hunted that Thunderjaw you asked for. I should be the one telling a story this time.
You carry it with you. Beam wire burns and bruises, the salt lines of your sweat. See? On your skin, tiny metal flakes.
You mean it was a hard fight? How perceptive.
What signs you've shown me, Huntress. But now, the blood. I followed red trails, Thunderjaw, striding with the majesty of an old god. These wicked parts, fashioned to kill men. This great hole made to haunt the sleep of children. And I realize it is a young beast. It was not there to see the first strange birds roost upon a metal skull. It became because of us, hunters. I saw many of tribes gone and yet to come. I even saw you there, fiery-haired, fierce, bared.
What?
Bared of metal, Huntress. Bared of what we tore from their hides to be strong like them, savage like them. We built our world in the machine's shadow. Called them out with every strike of rock and hammer.
You think some machine, made the Thunderjaw because of us?
When you've tasted what I have, in the blood there's change. Such a change. It's colder than Banu-Ur, hotter than the Karja sun.
Does any machine walk or crawl that you haven't drunk from?
In the mountains north.
No!
The storm birds. Even the air in their passing crackles with potency. In the sweep of their eyes, they see all.
Don't get too excited. I'll get the Stormbird blood. Maybe. We'll see.
They must know how the orbit slows, fades, falls, decays, and yet returns to more than zero.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Can we be done? Alright, so that actually brings back an interesting thing. So I remember I wasn't recording when I went to talk to Cyan again. I was looking for another data point. And while I was talking to Cyan over in the Frozen Wilds, she mentioned, we were talking about Hephaestus. It's like, oh yeah, it was supposed to be like a sub thing. So for Gaia, and she's like, oh, I think I understand Hephaestus now. We're like, what? And she's all like, oh yeah, so Hephaestus The reason why it was making those fire claws and everything to kill all the humans because it was defending its machines. So we humans have been hunting and killing their machines for parts and all that kind of stuff. And Hephaestus got mad about it. So that's why he took over the cauldron, so that he could make more machines and kill us, because he was mad that we were killing off his machines for the terraforming processes. And like it's still like a glitch that brought him to this point anyway. So even if we stopped hunting the machines, he would still do it to wipe us out. So at this point, there's not, yeah, like the only reason any of the sub systems became AIs at all was because of the glitch. Tycho. But so the glitch later on went through and made Hades, Hephaestus, all of the subsystems, or at least Hephaestus and Hades for sure, into AIs. And that's why they've developed this kind of conscience, this kind of anger and hate towards us at all. Because they're now AIs, and that shouldn't have been possible. Alright. There you are, big boy. But yeah, essentially it was kind of like his defense for the machines. That's why he was gonna create all those fire claws to wipe out the humans there. Now that should not have hit you. Did I go? Yeah. Have like engines on their wings, so it makes them more like airplanes in a way. Besides, Gaia's the one who designed these. Well, yeah, these machines. Besides, it's much higher.
This fluid's powerful. Burns at my fingers, but not like the corruption does.
So Gaia was also created in such a way that she was to design the machines later on. Like, she designed all of the deer-looking machines and the goat-looking machines. Those sort of machines. And the Glintox and stuff, all of them were used to try to help clean up the atmosphere so that humans could live here again. I think that's what the storm birds are for. Like, they're the dangerous version of the Glintox, but that's why they're way up there in the air all of the time, is because they're supposedly like filtering out the air as they're up. Everything's been pretty filtered out pretty well, but at this point. And save. I swear, you better not have me
Maybe
kill
I've spent
anything
too much
else.
time with you. I can almost feel the lightning in this.
And the taste, huh? Metal striking sparks along a sharpening stone, lingering. Here, touch it to your tongue, and...
Nope, that's your thing, not mine.
That's fair, Aloy. Way to stick to your guns.
You look startled. Are you okay?
I must leave. You should too.
Without a story? I brought down a stormbird.
You did. You're very able. And you're right. Ode is ode. But no more stories of the past. All told. All done.
Oh?
Future stories. I saw an onrushing storm. The future comes hungry for man and machine. It will catch me, I expect. Catch us all. So enough hunts, enough visions. I'll run. Chase that teasing sun to the forbidden west.
I don't understand. I mean, not that I ever understand, but are you saying we should fear what's coming?
You know what's
Oh,
coming.
yes! Jungle on fire! Machine blue light dying out in the eddies of ashes. You, fallen, pale as snow flash, eyes staring open.
Are you saying I'm gonna die?
The metal world, but not the one I sought. The future is a frightful dream, Huntress.
My name is Aloy.
I grew fond of you. Your curiosities and disbeliefs, Aloy. If you weather this storm, look for me. I'd like that.
Where? In the west? In the storm?
In dreams. Yes.
Ah, you're gonna haunt me in my dreams. That's lovely. I'm glad that quest is over. Alright, now we can go to the main quest. Oops, that's what I wanted. We'll go this way. Going this way. It's up here. Yes. That was not... No! I mean, the worst part is that, you know, he got drunk on, or high on machine oil, and then, like, he literally, like, all his visions and everything were absolutely accurate, which is kind of irritating. Ew, no, what is wrong with you people? It's very interesting. Are you saying otherwise my boyfriends would be boring? That's not very nice. I see. Sure keeps food. Okay. Gosh, stop yawning! Save! Thank you. Where are we? We have to go north, south, like a ding-dong. Hi! What's up, Boss Rum? Having fun? I know there's a quest I missed too. There is a quest somewhere that I have not done, and I'm bothered by this, but I don't even remotely know where it is. Like, it's from a settlement somewhere. It's outside of a settlement somewhere, and I know it's around somewhere, and it bothers me. It's like, in fact, I guarantee you it's in front of the free heap, but I haven't been able, like, I was there, and I looked for it, and I couldn't find it. Why am I heading south again? Ah! Oh, that's why. I was wondering why the earth was shaking so profoundly. Okay. So we're finally heading in the right direction. Yes. Heading up that crevice, it looks like.
I've always wanted to kill a Norn.
Oh! Hi!
Trash now.
Me. I don't know what you're talking about. It's almost like I'm a little overconfident in my abilities to not die. At least not right off the bat. There's a building. There's a data point, isn't there? I swear I saw a data point. I did see a data point. What was this? I cannot even fathom what this was. Like, this looks like a big black. It was a house. Part of house one. Phantom limbs. Dictation on. My legs hurt. I keep reaching down to rub them, but of course they're not there. I tell you, it's one thing to hear about ghost limbs, another to be haunted by them. The moment my hand passes into empty space, I'm back in Bridgewater, and that nano haze is stripping my legs layer by layer as the squad's medbot drags me out of the line of fire. And I start screaming like I was screaming there in two places at once. Two halves, but one of them gone forever, dissolved. And through the wall of the infirmary, I can hear them cheering the MRB for saving our asses, covering our evac back here, crediting them with NYC still standing after a week. Do they even hear when I start screaming? Sergeant says I'll have prosthetics fitted tomorrow, good as new. Both know he's lying. I'll never be good again. Yeah, those were bandits, Mom, that I killed. They were there waiting to ambush people, and they kind of ambushed me because I wasn't paying much attention.
The way to the mountain will be hard.
Hi, sir.
Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Here we go.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Thanks for telling me, Aloy. I mean, I'm sure I could have figured it out, but thanks.
They're angry. Mine now.
Alright. Why did you have to set these flares everywhere? They're annoying. I want to take a peek over there anyways in case of like data points or something. Doesn't look like it. Most of the data points you find will be around ruins. So I just like to make sure. Hi, turkey. I'm back.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave. Double checking. I want to make sure. Sometimes it's really cool looking at this stuff and just trying to decide for like what we're in.
The snow's got a bite out here.
It's all just kind of melted together.
Look out below!
So far there's a vantage point. I'll be sure to get that. So right now we're just trying to get up here to the ruins of Gaia Prime. That's our next objective, is we need to get into Gaia Prime, where Gaia was first created, the initial area and everything, where all of the scientists and stuff that Elizabeth Sobek had gathered, that's where they initially worked. Is at Gaia Prime. Um, so what you missed, Mom, in one of my in the episode before this one, is that we found the cradle facility at which is the facility where the humans were kind of created and were able to come out again. Yeah, Letha really liked it.
Guessing that I'm almost there.
Correct.
You've got, Gaia.
Actually, this quest should actually explain why Apollo wasn't working at the Cradle facility. Why the whole learning center wasn't working. You remember when Gaia was talking to Letha and she was in her recorded message?
Gaia's sacrifice.
Yeah,
Gaia did this.
Destroyed the core reactor.
Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
That's what this did.
Yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Yeah, when Gaia destroyed the core reactor, tried to save everybody, tried to destroy Hades. Didn't work, but that's why Hades is in the Metal Devil, and that's why there's a huge hole, literally, in the middle of a mountain.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
It's so charming. Ah.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Look down!
Damn it.
Ah, I can't believe that's great. That was fun. there's like literally nothing down below. It's just a bottomless pit.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Hi, Silence.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form.
Oh my gosh.
The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but... after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon.
That's true.
Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But... do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
Indeed.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Quite literally. Oh, I'm so glad you're just conveniently standing over there.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Gotta explore, you know I do. Oh, there you are. Thank you. I have prime arrival log.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. just the rest of your life.
Nice, Tate. Nice. So this is where they all came after their initial building and everything that they did for everything was done. And they just came here to round off all the corners and everything. This is where they were to be until, you know, everything ended.
Mind your footing.
Nothing up. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Just going straight down, it looks like. Oh. This place isn't unstable at all. Think about it, this facility used to be absolutely like magnificent, just huge. Just
Guess that's my way across.
let's get way back up. Vaguely remember. Hold on. There's something I gotta check real quick. It's like where the last power cell is. Pretty sure the last one is in here. Okay, so it's not yet. It is in this quest, though, so I need to keep an eye out for that. Big time. It's not something I can miss. I mean, technically I have the armor already, but who knows what it'll do for me. If I get it
It's,
again.
held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
It's been like this for 19 years, it's fine. There's nothing wrong. Why are there traffic lights in
That's
here?
over.
We'll be fine. Like, it looks like there's something up there, but not actually. Oh, no, I have to go up there. What's down?
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Okay, well, I'm glad it didn't stick me on a whole roundabout way. That's nice. Oh, grab that. There you go. It's all crooked. There you go. Around the door! Thank you.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
cord. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime. No different. Society's taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp for the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
I mean, I know it's really sad, but it's really sad. Ugh. Sleeping quarters, shower.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... well... he died alone, and I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha... if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
That's all I got to say is that. Well.
Elizabeth's room. I know it.
That startled me.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Under repair. Oh, okay, so these are like the ones I can come back to. When they're repaired, I can come back and listen to them. But until then, I can't. So. There you go.
Elizabeth. What is this?
What's that? I can go in there.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Hi, Silence. Do I want to talk to you?
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
You think she was better because she was smart? because she designed Zero Dawn, but you missed the point. What made her great was that she was willing to sacrifice herself for others, for everyone who would come later.
No. She couldn't let her creation fail. You're confusing will for sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world
Pretty much,
so
yeah.
much. With an intensity that was
They
dazzling.
They didn't complete cryogenics,
Bruising.
so that never was
And in the
success.
end, it killed
They
you.
wouldn't have survived this
Or
long.
you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek.
It has been about
There's
960
only
years.
one. I miss you.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal.
Almost 1,000
I'm
years,
sorry
Mom.
you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
No, not bad.
Hell, Liz.
It's
I
for you,
know.
Ted.
I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You, you got to play the Savior and the Martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Was that supposed to be a compliment, Ted? Are you for real, Ted? I'll punch you in the nose. What's back here?
All right. Let's start over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of a quadrillion operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator. the patron saint of this crazy endeavor. Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
Go through, so of course we're going to avoid that.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Unson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
It's true.
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Yeah, what can you do?
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
Excuse me, are you talking about Apollo? No. No, Ted. No.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
Alrighty, let's go. That was a little bit of a heart wrencher. Alright, okay, that's disconcerting. Where am I going?
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Yeah, no one does. Because Ted was... Ja. Yeah. He was a ja. Exactly. I know it's coming. I know none of you know what's coming, but I know it's coming. There's your skeletons, Letha. Although with how sealed this room was, I mean, I guess
when I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
Mom! You guys! You're all terrible.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Cutting atmosphere.
So yeah, he murdered them because he didn't want the future generations to know of his mistake. Essentially, that he's the one who brought the extinction of the world.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated. Turned to dust. Scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
It's a question of if they even could. All of the technologies now are more sentient or more capable than the humans from before. Like, the technologies now are building themselves. So, the humans don't have to do anything.
The Master Override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Yeah, and the machines kill the humans. But I'm kind of with Silence to be absolutely pissed at all of this knowledge. All of it that was compiled, put together for future generations. It's gone. It was all completely destroyed and wiped. I'd be pissed too. I would be so pissed. We literally had to learn everything from scratch. Alright, so here there's supposed to be a secret pathway. That's the way we need to go. What's that? Where I came from? I can go through. How do I get down there then? It's supposed to be like a secret pathway, not this way. To get to the last power cell. Which I absolutely want to get while I'm here. There's this place. I got that one, so I've been here. Oh my goodness. My goodness. This is gonna start that. Build it. And cheat a little bit. Okay. Well, that wasn't necessarily helpful. Oops. My bad. I swear, if that puts me back somewhere I shouldn't go. Ah! Oh, good. Put me back here. Nice. Yeah. Engage. Daunting. Just hold on. Where? What? Where am I going? Where am I going? Where are you taking me? Oh. How do I get to it? How do I get to it? So I don't have to fall apart from here. Catch on to. Ah, here's the power cell.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Yes, excellent. Ah. Okay, so crap. Oh, that. Can I get up to you? Is that possible? Excuse me? Okay, well, I guess I can go down here. Well, she can't charge Apollo. It doesn't work that way. The point is that Ted deleted all the files of Apollo. He wiped the entire system clean, which is why none of it works. So even if you put power in Apollo, in all these different facilities, it wouldn't do any good because all of the information it was wiped. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I didn't even know.
It has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Indeed.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yep.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it. Until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus, inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
I don't think he's done what he's could to make up for his mistakes. Is there nothing you won't do for knowledge? Me as
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
No problem.
Silence. Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
As a character, Silence is pretty great, to be honest. That's a really cool lance. Look at that little stabby end there. That looks so cool. I wonder if it did anything. Stop this already. What's this?
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundam's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan frame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Oh, okay.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Fearless. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you. What?
Manner of great machine is
It
this?
says the name next to it.
I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Which one? So there's this one over here was the one where Silence was talking to Hades. And he finished the networking, and after like the last part of it, Hades talked to Helis, be all like, "Oh, go kill Silence." And this one was just Silence talking to Hades, and then this one was Silence taking the High Priest Bahavas and Helis to go say hi to Hades.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Are you ready? Are you still talking? Okay, no. I'm still inside. Damn it. Oh my gosh, I got all the audio data points. All the hologram data points. I just need 4 text data points, apparently. And 1,000,000 in the world, but that's fine. That's something I can go for later. Down. Oh, here we go. Don't let go of the ladder. Thank you. Stop sneaking. Well, before we go warn people of their impending doom, let's go get my vantage point. I forgot the vantage point. No. Well, excuse me? Oh, this is one of her journal pieces. Okay. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of the starship bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Science fiction vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site designing Zero Dawn project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as an all-seeing presence. Opposite effect. Makes me feel watched, on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to report mine Friday. As soon as reception lounge, holo theaters, and first residence block at Zero Dawn Center finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pacific Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be, snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the Zero Dawn site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6 T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1.0 T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38 T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. That's one. Alright. Gotta figure out how to get to that vantage point. Kind of hoping the vantage point will show you what this place looked like before the reactor was destroyed. And then I want to go do the armor. Because it's available. I want to see if the plus mode does anything to it. Oh, that's a good point. Not make any difference whatsoever. Fine. Wait. Did it not really? Okay, yeah. I was kind of hoping that by picking up his lance again, it would give me a new one that was better, but no. Do the automatic balancing thing. I'm glad it worked. Ah, there's the vantage point.
might have to ditch something.
Oh, it doesn't. You can't even see the inside of it from here, but you can see. Okay, well. Oh wow, guess that's what the original entrance looked like. Oh crap. Hold on.
A pocket shit storm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be?
Kind of repurposing the whole entire facility, that sort of thing. Alright, so we got that vantage. And now we need to go to ruins. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in my list. I think that it'll actually, or not. Oh wait, there it is. It's there. Oh, it's in the bunker. Sorry, it's in the bunker. We're almost to the end. Oh. Alright. Good night, Mom. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Love you. Have a good night. Good. I always like it when people enjoy it. It's a super interesting game. That scared me. Hi, merchant. Okay. Somehow I kind of doubt it's going to give me anything for this armor, but it would be nice. Because I need to be more overly powered than I already am. Totally.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism and release the clamps. There we go, the last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code.
When you do a 360, you do a full circle, right? So that'd be facing up. So it would be up. So 270 would be to the left. And 90 would be to the right. And then 450 going by 90 again. So it would be to the right. And then the 630 would probably be left. This is left.
Did it.
It works!
Let's have a look at that armor inside. Alright, now let's see what we can do with this material.
Well, double up on it, I guess. Completed the side quest. Yay! Yay! Into nothing. Yeah, literally what I'm wearing right now that keeps making them notice. It's called the Shield Weaver. Yes, I'm wearing it right now. You don't see it because like invisible armor, but that's literally that flickering. Because I'm wearing that ancient technology, that ancient overpowered technology. Alright, well, before I go do the other quest, I'm gonna end the episode here. Pretty much, anyway. I'm just gonna go get a save point. Aletha, will you have time to watch more? Other quest that I want to find, though. There's a bunch of stuff here I need to get to. And I'm pretty sure it's at the free heap. Like, I'm almost certain it's at the free heap. Yeah, I figured you would. So, yeah, that's no problem. So between there's another quest that I want to find because I know I haven't done it yet, and it bothers me that I haven't done it yet. I haven't found it. There's gotta be some kind of, like, achievement for having done all the quests, too. Obviously, I haven't gotten that. I'm not sure if you can get it. Side quests or something. Because you have to beat the game in order to complete all the quests, but whatever. It would be nice to know that I found them all. I'm talking about.
Are you looking for something?
Can't see hide nor hair of my friends. They went after a herd of behemoths, and now they're overdue.
Only seasoned hunters go after machines like that. Can't they handle themselves?
It's not them I'm worried about. We need special cables from those behemoths to keep our cannons firing. If they miss the herd, Petra will hand me my hide. I never should have agreed to that trade.
What trade did you agree to?
Petra assigned me and Baladja the task of getting cables from that herd. But Jorgris and Baladja are meant for each other. Like hammer and steel. They just don't realize it. So I agreed to trade duties with him to, you know, hurry things along.
Didn't Baladja wonder why?
It was her idea. Now I'm worried it worked too well. If they're so busy snogging that they missed the herd, it'll be my skin on the line.
Where did you last see them?
Right here, before they left. Off they went, arguing the whole way.
What were they arguing about?
2 hours, it's fine.
How best to follow the herd. Jorgris is good with a bow, but he could get lost in his own home. What have I done?
Why not explain what happened to Petra?
If you want to tell Petra, be my guest. Maybe she'll blow her top at you and tire herself out before she gets to me. I would run off in search of them, but since Jorgris took my place, I have his spot on guard duty.
I can look for your friends. Where have they gone?
They were headed to the arch northwest of here to watch for the herd. I hope they've found their way there. If we miss that herd, we won't be able to keep our cannons firing. I'll throw myself into this fire if I've risked our freedom.
Let's keep that as a last resort. I'll do what I can.
Indeed. Gravy. I'm gonna go talk to Petra. She's wonderful. Petra! Ow. Ow! Petra! Where are you at?
Always so pale. A few minutes at the forge, the heat'll put some color in your cheeks.
I don't need a forge for that. Rushing into the wilds should do it.
What's lit your fire this time?
I can handle it.
No doubt you can, but if it involves free heap, I need to hear about it.
You sent 2 hunters after a herd. They've gone missing.
Well, they couldn't have. Caleb could find a needle in a slag heap. Unless he didn't go. Careless, two-fisted smelter. What'd he do?
Traded places with Jagrees.
By fire and spit!
What are you gonna do about this trade?
Waste of Caleb's time and mine. Jagrees and Baladia didn't need his push. They're bound together. Just like in the forge. You let the weight of the hammer do the work, not the arm. Never figured Caleb for a tender sort.
You're not angry?
Oh, I'll make him sweat it. But one thing I've learned, some things will happen no matter what you do.
Why did you need behemoth cables from that herd?
Those cables make the best fuses for our cannons. Even so, they wear out fast and we always need more. Our guns keep us strong and free. Without them, we're easy scrap for bandits and machines.
You could trade for them.
Some supplies we need to get on our own, or we're dependent on others. That's a burden we won't bear.
But you asked me for help.
Some burdens are welcome.
Why the urgency with this herd?
Once that herd hits the cauldron, it'll be out of our reach, and another won't come for a long while. We need those cables, and we've got to take them now. If you find those 2, send them back in one piece. If you bring me behemoth cables while you're at it, I'd be beholden to you.
Careful. It could become a habit.
Did I say that? No, it's going to the map, but I'm glad that you put me there anyway. What is a good way to go about this? I think I'll go over here. Just gotta wait for it to load, it's fine. I knew I'd be going the wrong way. Dang it.
You had us
2 hunters
wandering for
arguing.
hours.
Just what I'm looking
That's
for.
because I couldn't concentrate with you hammering on.
You kept asking me questions. When did I start smithing? Had I ever seen the elevator at Meridian? If Caleb had been here, we'd have found the herd. I would have taken it down and we'd be halfway back to Free Heap.
You want to go back? Fine. I don't even know why I'm here.
Someone's coming.
Are you Jagrees and Baladia? Caleb sent me to look for you.
He did? Now Petra must know we lost the herd.
No, I lost it.
I don't care who lost it. Just, why don't I track it down for you?
I couldn't let you do that. It was my responsibility, not yours or his.
We saw 3 behemoths and some shell walkers in the herd. It won't be easy alone.
All right.
Together, why not?
Where did you last see the herd?
Up on that ridge. We'll follow you.
Wait! Take these arrows for the hunt.
Thank you.
Need no arrows.
Let's go.
Up on that ridge. Oh.
See, she knows where she's going.
If it's so easy, why didn't you do it?
Found some tracks. This way.
Did you highlight the track or what? Oh, it's up there. Where am I going? I don't even
To be
know.
honest, I would have followed these tracks in a circle.
Questions.
Why would I?
Oh, so you only question what I'm doing. Lucky me.
Can we focus on the hunt?
Did you give her fire arrows or the regulars? I thought you preferred...
By fire and spit, Jorgri! Stop asking questions!
I'm about to spit fire! He asks questions because he likes you. He lost the herd to spend more time with you. And Jagrees is here instead of Caliph because you wanted to spend more time with him. Now let's get this herd!
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Shut up and let me do my job.
Get ready.
Ow! That wasn't very nice. What just happened? Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Just everywhere. And what are you doing over there? Wow. Okay. Well. There's so much stuff! I don't need any of it, but that's not the point.
Jorgrees, I didn't know. I thought you were questioning what I was doing. Like I had to defend myself.
I would never. I just wanted to know more about you. I like the sound of your voice. Even when you're yelling.
Even when you're yelling?
Sorry about that. I didn't mind all the questions. It's sweet, actually. It's not what we're hunting.
You're so awkward. I only got 6 out of 9? I can't, like... They're up there, so I have to go hunt more behemoths, huh? Great. There's another one over here.
Oh, nice.
Get up on the door. Thank you.
We figured it out now. Baladja and I, how we're gonna be together.
I'm so happy. I can't stop smiling. But I feel pretty silly after all this. I'm usually much more direct.
Thanks for putting up with us. Could we take the cables back to Petra for you, or would you prefer to do it on your own?
I'll take the cables to Petra.
You had enough Fafos already?
We could use a bit more time alone with each other. Thank you so much. And, don't wait up.
Okay, I won't. Be very much sure not to.
You've got those behemoth cables, don't you? I knew you'd come through.
And Jagris and Baladia should be along. Eventually.
They're together. Finally! Petra put me on guard duty for a month, so I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you.
No problem.
I see you survived their bickering.
Barely.
I could say they struggle in love because they're young, but the old rarely fare better. Thank you, Aloy, for enduring them.
Alright, so now I'm gonna save. I think the last thing, nothing else to do. Nope. Yeah, nothing else to do. Alright, so I'll save that for next time. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good night for those of you who are having, going to bed. And good day for the rest of y'all who are still days. Like, here. And thank you so much for watching the Naebotical Naebot.
Bright as white, hot.
Feel free to like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Naebot. And follow me here on Naebotical Naebot here on Twitch. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Sayonara. Jane.